Hello. Okay, good evening, students. How are you? How's your mood? Okay, let's start our today's lesson. Today is 2nd of May, so I hope you had a good nice day today. So let's start checking the absent students. Okay. So first one, Abdulhalim Abdushoda. Okay. Abdul Jabbar. Okay. Absatara. Here. Amin. Here. Bigmanata. Okay. Barbarosa. Here. Davrona. Okay. Ishampul. Padra. Here. Azerbaijan. Sinif. Here. Tirmana. Here. Malaya. Here. Prakova. Okay. Yusufla. She's absent. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So let's start about asking our home task. So what was the home task? So speaking about tourism, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have some questions about tourism. So what is the main function? What is the main advantage of tourism or travel? Yeah. Your home task was tourism, right? So what is the main advantage of tourism or travel?
All right. There are different kind of advantages, different kind of for us to create diverse destinations and to communicate with different kind of peoples, and it's kind of better way to find someone you don't know, and you can open different kind of places for you, and yeah, you meet many different kind of friends around different places.
Okay. So
And you can also know different cultures by traveling different kind of places. And you can get better knowledge about the diverse peoples, and yeah.
Thank you very much for your answer. So let's talk about our today's new topic. So our new topic is museums and galleries. So we should discuss this topic. So before starting or explaining the new topic, I have some questions for you. So in order to brainstorm, in order to get to know your opinions or ideas about museums and galleries, so I have some questions which were prepared by me. Okay. So first question. Just your opinions, express your opinions. So, first one, what kind of definition can you give the word museum?
Museum is a private or just it's the museum is kind of place that preserves or collects different kind of historical things or scientific important things. And its main function is to get information about history and also encourage the people by giving different kind of information about history and culture.
Okay, thank you. So, what are the advantages of museums in our country or around the world? What benefits does it bring? What benefits do the museums bring into the society? What are the advantages of museums? Okay.
They attract tourism and and promote local pride. And also they can preserve heritage and history through we can educate from these museums about arts, about nations, or about other historical motifs.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Good job. So, next question. Who has ever visited museum in our country? Have you ever been to a museum?
Yeah, we visited to museum last year with our teacher because it is kind of useful for us to know about the historical monuments and historical of our history. That's why we attended our Samarkand museum and we get their knowledge about the history.
Okay, thank you. So next question, what kind of museums do you know in Uzbekistan? What kind of museums do you know? Popular museum, there are some popular museums in Uzbekistan, for example, the Ahmed Museum, right? And which is located in Tashkent city, the capital of Uzbekistan. So what are the types of museums do you know around Uzbekistan?
I know Soviet Museum, and it's located in Kurs.
How is it called? Where is it located? Where is it located? In the Kurs. Okay. What else? Museum. What else?
It is the biggest museum, historical museum. It's located in Tashkent.
In Tashkent. Museum. Okay.
And Kara Architectural Art Museum.
Kara Architectural Art Museum. Okay. So, what other museums what other popular museums do you know around the world? When we hear the word museum, the popular museum, the Louvre museum comes to our mind, right? So it is located in Paris, France. So
British Museum is located in UK.
British Museum, which is located in London, UK. What else? Where is it located? It is in Russia. Okay. What about St. Petersburg Museum? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what else? Metropolitan Museum, which is called Met in short. Metropolitan Museum is called Met in short, right? So let's talk about the functions, the main four functions of museums. So there are four main functions of museums. First one, the first main function of museums is to preserve, right, the cultural or scientific objects, or it can be everything. The second one is sharing knowledge to the public. The third one is giving entertainment or giving enjoyment. So, and the last one is giving education. Right? So the main functions of it, but another main function is to show or display
And collect
objects which are which can be local or international, right? So there are five main functions of museums. So, and the next question. So, which is better, watching objects through online exhibition or visiting the museums? Okay,
Firstly, own benefits for this. For example, visiting museums also excessive and it give us a deeper knowledge and more meaningful and just experience. So, however, online exhibitions can be cost effective and it's more convenient who cannot travel or it hasn't got any cost, even possible.
Okay, thank you. So, next question. What do you think? Should the government support the museums financially, or should they run independently? Should we invest in money? Should we invest in museums?
I think the government should provide museums financially. Then museum agents and fees won't be so expensive. Then everyone can go to museums and watch and learn something.
Okay, thank you. Good. So, your opinion is that the government should support?
But small fees are maybe good for them.
Okay. What about the admission? When we visit the museums, the admission should be free or not? What do you mean?
I think admission fees should be free or should be low cost so that everyone, regardless of financial background, can access knowledge, history, and culture.
Okay. But in my opinion, the admission fee should be different in terms of people who visit them. For example, if native people visit the museums, the admission fee should be free or low cost, as mentioned. But when tourists or foreigners come to the museums, well, in another country, they should be charged with higher price, right?
Yeah.
So, and then the last question. Okay, it's enough. Who can give additional opinions about the online exhibitions of museums or just by visiting them? What is the main advantage of online exhibition or what is the main advantage of visiting museums? Which is better?
You know, that it's becoming increasingly common among people to do everything online, like online education, online meeting. In terms of online museum, I would say it would be better to attend the museum lately because it's kind of important to you feel the sense of belonging and you can get better knowledge about the different kind of monuments or important things. But online is also better, but it's you can get knowledge about different things without spending any time just sitting in between. But you don't feel any kind of belongingness. Just you can watch like just video. You don't feel anything about the historical things. That's why I would say it's better to attend the museums.
Thank you. So I have read one statistics about online exhibitions of online displays of objects in museums. For example, the Louvre Museum in Paris has an online exhibition or online display of objects which are valuable. So you can watch or look through the valuable objects or historical artifacts in museums just by on your smartphone, right? And the main disadvantage of online exhibitions is that statistics show that tourists or foreigners, the number of tourists or foreigners is decreasing because of online displays of objects. Because online displays, are for HD format and you can see everything just for free. Yep.
Yeah.
So the number of the number of visitors is decreasing in museums around the world, which have established online displays. Okay. So how can we define the word museum? Museum comes from Greek word. So it's originated in the Greek alphabet. It's a Greek word. So museums can be, as I mentioned, there are four main functions of museums, right? And when I asked questions about what kind of popular museums, you said architectural museums or amateur museums. So in here we should talk about the types of museums. So there are more than 10 types of museums around the world. For example, museums can be architectural, as you mentioned. Museums can be historical, as you mentioned, as amateur. Museums can be scientific museums. Museums can be nature museums, right? Museums can be what else?
Technological.
Huh?
Technological.
Oh, technological or another type is military museums. In military museums, you can see different kinds of gunshots or military weapons, which were used in World War I or World War II during the battles. You can see such kind of weapons, military weapons in such kind of museums. So, which is better to increase your broaden or horizon? For example, military or architectural or archaeological or scientific or artistic.
It depends. In my opinion, military museum is wonderful.
Military museums is wonderful for boys because boys are really into being a soldier or they try to defend their country, their motherland, so they are interested in military museums. What about artistic museums? Like, which includes paintings like Mona Lisa, right? So, have you ever heard about the Mona Lisa history of Mona Lisa painting? How many times was it robbed? How many times has it been robbed in history? In history, how many times has it been robbed? Don't you know? If I'm not mistaken, Mona Lisa painting has been robbed 4 times in history. So, in the longest period is 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, 2 years. For 2 years, it was kept in secret by a person. When he was trying to sell this picture, he was caught. So, what is another reason of robbery of this picture, painting? You know that? Where is Mona Lisa kept? Yeah. In Louvre, Mona Lisa, in Louvre, Mona Lisa painting is kept in Louvre. In the Louvre.
It's located in France.
Yeah. But Mona Lisa Louvre müzede çalışıyor. Doğru Fransa'da. Lakin who is the creator of this painting? Leonardo da Vinci. So where was Leonardo da Vinci from? What was his nationality? He was Italian.
Yeah.
So he was Italian. So the second reason of robbery of this picture painting was patriotism. Why? One Italian person tried to rob this painting in the Louvre because he thought that Leonardo da Vinci was Italian. Right? So he painted this priceless painting. So he thought that it must be in Italy. It is ours. He thought it is ours. It is valuable object of Italian people. So it must be located in, or it must be kept in Italy, in one of the Italian museums. So he tried to steal this kind of masterpiece. Okay, now I'm going to display you a museum which describes the most top 10 best museums in the world. So after watching this video, we can discuss some points. Okay. The video is full of information, useful information for you. So.
Channel. In this video, we are going to show you top 10 best museums in the world. Let's start the video. Whether you are a fine art aficionado or history buff, museums that are sure to take your breath away and that you should visit at least once in your lifetime. The world's most prestigious museums and galleries provide their visitors an awesome experience of observing the greatest works of art close up while safeguarding their impressive collections for future generations. From New York to Paris and from Rome to St. Petersburg, here's my list of the 10 best museums in the world. Number 10, the Rijksmuseum, Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Located at the heart of Amsterdam's Museum Square, the Rijksmuseum is one of the world's most renowned art institutions. The museum first opened its doors in 1800 under the name Nationale. Display 8,000 objects of art and history from their total collection of 1 million objects from the visitors. Number 8, the Museum of Modern Art, MoMA, New York, USA. Founded in 1929 as an educational institution, the Museum of Modern Art, MoMA, is dedicated to being the world's foremost museum of modern art. The museum manifests this commitment by establishing, preserving, and documenting a collection of the highest order that reflects the vitality, complexity, and unfolding patterns of contemporary art. From an initial gift of 8 prints and 1 drawing, MoMA's collection has grown to include 150,000 paintings, sculptures, and design objects, as well as some 22,000 films, videos, media works, film stills, scripts, and historical documents. Number 7, the Vatican Museums, Vatican City, Italy. While Vatican City is home to the Roman Catholic Church's governing body at its head, the Pope, this small sovereign city-state within Rome, offers a wealth of cultural attractions open to visitors of any faith. No visit to the Vatican City would be complete without visiting the world-famous Vatican museums. They display works from the immense collection amassed by the Catholic Church and the papacy throughout the centuries, including several of the most renowned Roman sculptures and most important masterpieces of Renaissance art in the world. Number 6, the Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C., USA. The Smithsonian Institution is the world's largest museum, education, and research complex, with 19 museums in the National Zoo. The institution was founded in 1846 with funds from the Englishman James Smithson, 1765-1829, according to his wishes under the name of the Smithsonian Institution, an establishment for the increase and diffusion of knowledge. There's so much to see that, if you spent 1 minute day and night looking at each object on exhibit, in 10 years you would see only 10% of the whole site. Therefore, it's wise to focus on only 1 or 2 exhibits at 2 or 3 different museums. Number 5, the State Hermitage Museum, St. Petersburg, Russia. The second largest art museum in the world, the State Hermitage Museum was founded in 1764 when Empress Catherine the Great acquired an impressive collection of works from the Berlin merchant Johann Ernst Kitzkowski. Today, the museum includes over 3 million works of art and world culture artifacts. It contains paintings, graphic works, sculptures, works of applied art, archaeological artifacts, and numismatic objects. The collections occupy a large complex of 6 historic buildings along Palace Embankment, including the Winter Palace, a a former residence of Russian emperors. Number 4. The Uffizi Galleries, Florence, Italy. The Uffizi Galleries in Florence occupies the first and second floors of a large building constructed between 1560 and 1580 and designed by Giorgio Vasari. It is famous for its outstanding collections of ancient sculptures and paintings, from the Middle Ages to the modern period. The collections of paintings from the 14th century and Renaissance period include some absolute masterpieces. Moreover, the gallery boasts an invaluable collection of ancient statues and busts from the Medici family, which adorns the corridors and consists of ancient Roman copies of lost Greek sculptures. Number 3. The British Museum, London, United Kingdom. The British Museum in London was founded in 1753 and opened its doors in 1759. It was the first national museum to cover all fields of human knowledge, open to visitors from across the world. No other museum is responsible for collections of the same depth and breadth, beauty and significance. Its 8 million objects allow us to explore the extraordinary diversity of human cultures, from small communities to vast empires, to discover the many forms and expressions human beings have given to every aspect of life, and to realize how closely they are interconnected. Number 2. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York, USA. The Metropolitan Museum of Art of New York City, colloquially the Met, is the largest art museum in the United States, presenting over 5,000 years of art from around the world for everyone to experience and enjoy. The museum lies in 2 iconic sites in New York City, the Met Fifth Avenue and the Met Cloisters. Since its founding in 1870, the Met has always aspired to be more than a treasury of rare and beautiful objects. Every day, art comes alive in the museum's galleries and through its exhibitions and events, revealing new ideas and unexpected connections across time and across cultures. Number 1. The Louvre, Paris, France. A visit to the Louvre and its collections lets visitors discover Western art from the Middle Ages to 1848, as well as a large number of ancient civilizations. Yet it also offers another history to explore. The Grand Palace that houses the museum, which dates back to the late 12th century, is a true lesson in architecture. From 1200 to 2011, the most innovative architects have in turn built and developed the Louvre. Long the seat of power, this royal residence was also home to French heads of state until 1870, and is one of the major backdrops to the history of Paris and of France. All this is for today's video. Hope so you enjoyed it. Your likes, comments, and shares are appreciable for us. And don't forget to subscribe our channel for such like more videos. Thank you.
At this point, after watching such a video about the top 10 popular and biggest museums in the world, one question arises. So, what do you think? So, the first museum which rank the first museum which is ranked in the highest place is the Louvre Museum, and the second one is British Museum. Right? So, what is the main reasons? What is the main reason of these 2 top popular museums becoming so rich and biggest? What is the main reason? Why did these 2 museums become so rich and so popular?
There are many reasons why it become popular. The first one would be they collecting different kind of monuments or pictures, this kind of stuff. And second thing would be their construction in the high bigger than other museums, and also their budget is more than the other.
You mean the
museums.
the building?
Yeah, the
The
building.
construction of these museums?
Yeah.
And I think new camera.
New camera. So, what about colonization? But I have another different way. This is reason. So, you know that the British Empire, the French Empire, and the Russian Empire were the greatest ones in the history, and the main reason is colonization. Or colonization. The main reason why these 2 or 3 museums got popular was the colonization. Because colonization, you know colonization? During the history, the British Empire, the French Empire, the Russian Empire captured all other minor countries, right? During the history, we know that, for example, Russian Empire conquered or captured the Asian countries like Uzbekistan and the French Empire conquered